Hi guys! So a couple of things have happened to me since the last time I talked to you guys, so I'm going to tell you about them, because that's what I do. So the first thing that I want to tell you guys about is that there was this one day after school where my friend Emily and we were waiting for the bus, and our school, it's built, there's the front doors, so you walk through the front doors, then there's a little area, and then you walk through another set of doors into the school. So we were inside that little area, because you can see outside and you can see when the buses pull up and that. So we were in there, and I was on my iPod, she was on her phone, and we were just looking at Tumblr things and showing it to each other and having a pretty good time waiting for the bus. And then this little kid, he couldn't have been more than 12 years old, maybe, so it's like grade 7, he walks into the little area there, he stops, he looks at us, and he says,
"It's time for to kick some babies' heads."
Yeah. So I just kind of looked over at my friend, and I was like, what did we just hear? What was that? And then the kid left, and we were like, alright, that was a little strange. That was odd. But let's just get back to what we were doing before. So then we were standing there again, and we had pretty much just gotten over the weirdness of the whole incident, when the kid comes back through again and says the exact same thing again, and then he left. And so we were standing there, after the second time that he'd come in there and said that he was going to kick some babies' heads. Like, what the frick? Was he trying to be funny or something? Then I thought that maybe it was code for something, but I don't know why you would choose those words to be code. And why would you just tell it to random people that you've never talked to before? People confuse me sometimes. Another thing that happened is that in my room, I have this tall closet, cupboard, whatever you want to call it. And on top of that, I have all my stuffed animals from when I was little. So I have all my favorite ones that I kept, and they're all up there. And my cat decided that it'd be a great idea to just start climbing on my windowsill, jump on top of the cupboard, and grab the stuffed animals and just throw them off and carry them all around the house. So then I thought maybe I would take the blinds that I have on my window and I'd put them down and I'd like make them face out so she couldn't jump on the windowsill. But she somehow managed it anyways, and she kept doing it. And then just yesterday, she jumped on there again, and I tried to chase her off, and then she kind of jumped down, and she almost strangled herself in the cords on the blinds. That wasn't very fun at all. So now I've just started closing my door and not letting her in, but it's kind of unfair to my other cat, because he didn't do anything. He just likes to lay on my bed where it's sunny. And now he can't come in here either. So then I wonder if he blames her for it, and he's like,
"Oh, it's all your fault that I can't go in there now. I hate you."
Another thing that happened is that I was just scrolling through Tumblr one day like I usually do, pretty much the entire day, every day. And I was enjoying myself, and then I came across a post where somebody was angry at somebody else because they didn't know every single song by a certain band. But then the person that they were angry at had just joined the fandom, like literally a few days before. And then that got me thinking. Like, you get these people, I call them supreme fans, because they think that they know everything and they think that they rule the fandoms. And they're like, ah yes, because you don't know every single fact about this person or persons, I am now going to harass you about it until you learn everything that you can, and just get sucked into the void of fandom. And it reminded me of when I first joined the fandom with a PH and not an F. And so I thought that I'd show you a dramatic reenactment of what happened when I first joined the fandom. What was Phil Lester's favorite book in 2004? What? How am I supposed to know that? Should I know that? I don't... What was it? Cloud Atlas? Wrong! What was Dan Howell's great-grandmother on his mother's side called? Okay, this is ridiculous. You'd have to be a stalker to know the answer to that. Danielle? Wrong! But... You may look like a fangirl, but you will never bring honor to your fandom. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that extreme, but you get my point. Though I would now like to thank the supreme fan that was harassing me, because thank you for getting me into the fandom to the depth that I'm in it right now, where I literally can't think about anything else, and thank you for taking another 5 years off of my life. Thank you so much. Though I really can't complain, I freaking love it in fandoms so much. Beautiful, beautiful places. You know you're in deep when you literally start talking about fandoms as if they're actual places that you can find on a map. The last thing I have to talk about is that I'm going to get my hair dyed in a couple days. And so I'm going to try and get some film of that. I don't know if I'll be able to, it depends if they let me record in that. But if I can, then you guys can see how I react, because it's going to be the first time that I've ever actually dyed my hair. And I'm going to have to bleach it as well. So that's going to be interesting, and you guys are probably going to laugh at me, but that's okay. Alright, that's everything I have for you guys today, so bye guys! If you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a big thumbs up, and I love you as much as I love fandoms. Also click on the 2 video links above to watch my last vlog and to watch my last video that I made.